welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely into this look for a wedding, but also just for a night out. I think it's beautiful. I think the gold really brings out my eyes, at least, and the rosy dark undertones they match my lips and they kind of pop, and it's just, all in all, I really think this is a fun look, and I'm really excited that I did it, and I'm so glad to share it with you guys. So yeah, actually, brief disclaimer, during the rest of the film, I have on a romper right now that's got like a sweetheart neckline, and I had to refilm this intro because, for the main fact that you didn't even see any of the white part, so it literally looked like I just had on this necklace, and I'm like, no, that's not acceptable. So I just kind of threw on a t-shirt. So throughout the video, if you ever see just like my bare shoulders, I promise you I am wearing something. Even if I wasn't, you wouldn't see anything, but that's a little promiscuous, and we're just gonna not. So yeah. Without further ado, if you would like to see how I get this look right here, then please stay tuned, keep watching, and thank you for, thanks for returning to my channel. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so first off, we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, as usual, and I take this time to be a weirdo. So we're just going to put that all over our lid. And we're going to blend that out with our finger, smooth it around, make sure it's an even coating. I probably should have just sped through this just because the video is already pretty long. So I put that underneath my eyelid just like that because it helps prevent creases in the concealer and under eye makeup later. And yeah. So next I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand so that when I put it up on my face it's not so like abrasive and it doesn't like rip my skin off. So you're just going to want to put that on the outer corner of your eye and point it up towards the tail of your eyebrow for a nice, neat, pointed look. And then I'm going to take this Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm going to go into Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm just going to work that around. So I do windshield wiper motions and then a couple small circles just to make sure it's nice and blended evenly. And next I'm going to go into this NYX Natural palette, and that's, they don't have names on them, but the nice peachy tone right there in the middle, somewhat similar to Peach Smoothie, is what I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to buff that in as well. Same windshield wiper motions. Can't talk today, so I apologize, guys. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. And this is what we're going to use for our base on our lid. I'm going to go ahead and just put that all over the lid, nice and smooth. Just like that. What am I doing? Okay, so now I'm going to go into my NYX Love in Paris, and that middle top pinky peach shade is what I'm going to go ahead and use, and I'm going to put that all over in the crease just like the other two shades. This gives the two shades a little bit more of a pinky pop, so it's more noticeable. And I'm going to take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and that's what I'm going to use with no extra product. I'm just going to kind of buff that out, and then I think later on I put in a little bit more of Peach Smoothie. But I basically just use it to blend out the harsh line from the color tattoo, which I now put another layer down on top to make it pop, because we definitely want at least the inner corner of that to show through. And then I just keep buffing in the crease, make sure it's nice and peachy. I basically just go back in with those same three colors over and over again. Alright, so now we're going to go into our Naked palette. And on a flat shader brush, I kind of go off camera for this just because I wasn't really paying attention to where my camera was. So on a flat shader brush, we're going to go into Half Baked, and we're going to go a little bit, you'll see in a second, I go off camera, but I take it from mid crease and kind of just work it out. I definitely leave the inner corner still with just the barely browned, yeah, just like that. You see where it stops? Just because I want somewhat of an ombre effect with this eye. But yeah. Okay, and now we're going to go into our Naked Smoky palette and take that color Dirty Sweet, and we're going to go, oh, I guess I cut that out. So what I ended up doing was taking Dirty Sweet on the outer corner of my eye and just doing the very end of it, like from the middle of my lid to the outer corner, and then I take the other side of that Naked shader brush and I work Corrupt, Makeup Geek's Corrupt, into a little V on the outer corner. You definitely want this to be a soft and muted black, but definitely also make sure it's pigmented enough to be seen and blend it out thoroughly in the crease, just because, well, you don't want unblended makeup. That's not okay. So I just keep dipping my brush into Corrupt just so I'm not adding too much at one time, and I keep going back and forth into that same area. And then I take the peachy color from the NYX Natural palette and I just kind of buff that out to blend it in some. Okay, and now we're taking Makeup Geek's White Lies, and on my e.l.f. blending brush, it gets a little blurry and I apologize, but we're just going to use it to highlight our brow bone. And then we're just going to take the tape off. Oh, I got stuck. And as you can see, there's still somewhat of a harsh line, so what we do is we take a Q-tip, an unused Q-tip, and we just kind of buff out that line to make it a little softer, a little more, not necessarily messy, but definitely softer. Alright, so now I'm going to take my SmashBox primer oil, as usual. I have yet to find another primer that I like any better. And just put a couple drops on our hand. And then we work that around into our whole face. I'm telling you guys, this stuff smells amazing. It is probably the coolest thing I've ever, I don't know, it smells good. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I am in 112 Natural Ivory, I believe is the name of it. And just put little dots all over my face. I guess I'm singing. So now I'm taking my IT cosmetic brush for Ulta. It's the buffing brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and buff all of that out. Get it nice and blended with my neck. You guys have seen me do this a bunch of times. So next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in Fair. And you know the drill, just going to go underneath my eyes to highlight that area, and then up on my forehead. On my lip and chin, and then cover up the problem spots as per usual. And then taking that other smaller flat buffer brush by IT Cosmetics for Ulta, just kind of blending that out and making it nice and smooth. My eyebrows are such a mess, it's not even funny. I have to get them done. So, fun story, I just realized that after filming this portion, I kind of forgot to blend in the little spot. There you go. Right below my nose. I did eventually blend that out. So next I'm going to go with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess, and on that same buffer brush that I used to blend out my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and contour just a nice soft line, just like that, and then I end up blending it out so it's not such a harsh line, but you know, the dimension's still there. I'm going to do that on the other side, and then up on my temples, just bronzing up the face, making me look, you know, just the usual. Then I run it down the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm going to go into my Anastasia Glow Kit as usual until I get my Jaclyn Hill palette. That's probably the only highlighter you're ever going to see me use. And we're going to throw that on top of my cheekbones. This video is a hot mess. I apologize, guys. So we're just going to throw that on top of our cheekbones. And then on the bridge of our nose, down on our cupid's bow, and I always throw it down underneath my chin too. I don't know why I zoomed in so close. Got a nice, yep. I add a little bit more to my cheekbones because, as you guys know, my highlight always has to be poppin'. Alright, so now I'm going to take my blush brush, and on Makeup Geek's Infatuation, I hope I show you guys, if not I apologize. Yep, in Makeup Geek's Infatuation, it's a nice peachy, bronzy kind of blush. I just throw that on my cheeks real quick. I think it's a nice touch. It really brings out, you know, the rest of my face. So now on a eyeliner brush, I believe is the name on it. Yes, this is my Essence of Beauty eyeliner brush. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Bitten and run that in a straight line underneath my lower lash line. Once again, my mirror was poorly placed, so I kind of go off a little off camera, but you'll see me do the other eye. So I get right very close to the lower lash line. Just like that. And right now I know it looks like I'm like pretty coked out, but I promise you it gets better. So we're going to take the pencil end of our Naked Smoky brush. You can use any other pencil brushes. And going into our Naked 3, are you guys surprised? We're going to take Limit and use that to buff out the harsh red to make it more of a rosier kind of color, smoke it out a bit. But you still have that underlying red right there to just gives it an extra pop of color. Alright, so now I go in with my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I'm actually really proud of myself for freehanding it with this because usually, as you guys have seen in my previous videos, anytime I use this I put tape down just because it is so like almost hard to manage, but this I actually nailed pretty well. I'd say these wings turned out pretty decent. You just gotta be calm. You can sense your fear. Also, excuse the pimples. I had a really bad breakout right before I filmed this, and I don't know, I guess I just decided not to cover it up. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Makeup Geek's Shimma, and we're just going to pop that right in to the corner. It definitely accentuates the gold champagne-y colors we have on our eyelids, and just bring a little bit more light to the eyes itself. You definitely want a lot of attention on your eyes if this is what you're doing for your wedding day. So I recently bought a little travel size of Fix Plus to try it out, and I've been going ham on it. It is probably the best thing known to man. So we're going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus on that. If you guys don't have Fix Plus, eye drops work really well too. That's something I picked up from, you know, Kathleen and Jaclyn both. But yeah, just little Fix Plus or eye drops, bring out the color, make it pop. That was pretty cool. I like that noise. Ugh, my hair. Alright, and so now we're just going to take our black eyeliner. Any black eyeliner will work. This particular one is the Covergirl 1 Point Plus, and just run that on our waterline and tightline with it as well. And I'm going to be using my very favorite mascara combination that I've been using recently, and it's, so first off, we're going to start doing the top lashes with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and just pack that on. I really love the look it gives the top lashes. It really like curls them up and fans them out, and I think it's gorgeous. I love the way it looks on me. And then next what I end up doing is I take the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and that's what I use to put on my bottom lashes. And that also does a really good job of lengthening and just fanning them out. So basically you get this really big, bright eye look instead of having like, you know, I mean, yeah, basically, you guys get it. You know what I'm trying to say. You just have these big fanned out eyelashes. I honestly think it's really pretty. It looks so good on me. And I definitely tend to pack on the mascara. I love putting on different layers because, like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm really into that clumpy look, I suppose. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with my Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in Enchantment. This was in one of my most recent haul videos. Pretty excited about it. It's actually really, really pretty. And we're just going to line our lips. Just like that. And then make sure we fill it in. Alright, next I go in with Colourpop's liquid lipstick, the Ultra Matte in Bad Habit. It gets so blurry and I am so sorry it's so out of focus. I'm also gonna sing because I've got my rap playlist on. So of course I'm listening to G-Eazy, as y'all know. Alright, that's it for my look today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe. Also, congrats to those of you who are using this for your wedding. Bye!